This is the first time in more than half a century that the crop is being grown here in the state of Alabama with the change of the federal law. So our main focus will be to now understand how well to grow the crop, what varieties will do well in northern Alabama and as further down in southern Alabama, since we're teaming up with some of the other universities, land grant universities. So our main objective this year in this first trial is to have several cultivars that are classified to be good for fiber, for industrial hemp fiber. So we're gonna grow these, we planted them already, and our next task now is to begin to collect information on their performance for this region.
You talked a lot about the potential of not only this plant, but specifically the stalk, which is what you guys are going to be focusing on. What kind of potential is that? What do you see? And what's the end goal for you in the research?
Well, these are very heavy questions, I might say. Well, since it's the very beginning of the process, we know that currently the bandwagon for industrial hemp is CBD. Everyone is looking CBD for CBD production. We, on the other hand, for this project and our future project that we plan to do, is to focus on the fiber. We see the fiber as having great potential for the state of Alabama. The fiber is used in auto manufacturing parts. It's used to make biodegradable material. It's used to make construction material. So we see that eventually, as the interest in CBD might wane down somewhat, we think that the fiber component will rise to the point where it can create an industry here in the state.
What kind of a game changer would an industry created around that be here for Alabama and just for the country?
Well, every time you bring a new crop in the scenario for farmers, it's good. It's a new crop that they can actually rotate in their field as long as there's a market for the product within the region. Okay, so in other words, if the various auto manufacturing that we have here in the state of Alabama are using industrial hemp fibers in the production of their vehicles, this is going to be a game changer. This is the type of process that once we establish, we understand the production process of the crop, once we begin to have the transformation of the fiber into those materials, and then we begin to have the entrepreneurial people begin to pay attention to it, we can actually create a supply chain for the product in the state to grow it, process it, create the materials that the auto industries would use or other biodegradable companies could use, and then eventually we can see that a new business model exists in the state of Alabama.